Tudor have just released two brand new models. We have the new Tudor Pelagos FXD and the new Tudor Pelagos FXD Chrono. Now, both of these models are in collaboration with Alinghi Racing, which is basically a sailing boat that races around the world. And to be honest, they weren't what we expected. Welcome back to the Chisholm Hunter channel. My name is Harrison, as always. And what an incredible week we're having. I mean, we had a brand new range of Seamasters drop, the Summer Blue 75th Anniversary Seamasters, and now we've got these, the new Pelagos FXD Alinghi RedBull Racing editions. They are pretty incredible, but also not what we expected at all. Not at all. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. Right, so let's just get straight into the details of both of these watches. Let's start with the new Pelagos FXD Chrono. The new Pelagos FXD Chrono comes in at 43mm in diameter, so it is pretty chunky, and to be honest, I would have liked to see that a little bit smaller, but because of the black carbon composite case with a kind of matte finish, it does kind of make it look that little bit smaller when you see it in videos or when you see it in photos. Now, a brand new video will be coming when we get these watches in, because they always look so different on the wrist than what they do online. You guys know this already, but let's carry on with the specs. The movement in this model is the manufacturer caliber MT5813, and this is a COSC certified movement, and of course it's automatic, so it's self-winding, and it does have a 70-hour power reserve. This watch is also waterproof to 200 meters and has a 60-minute bi-directional bezel in titanium with a matte black carbon composite insert, and it's 120 clicks. The dial comes in kind of a blue matte red, and it has kind of red accents, which is really stunning against that black and that dark blue, and the crystal is a flat sapphire crystal glass. Now, it's not a domed sapphire crystal glass like I kind of have on my Tudor Black Bay Heritage, but it is flat, and I actually quite like that. It kind of shrinks the face down a little bit and makes it sit that little bit closer to your wrist. The bracelet, or the fabric strap, is something that I'm not really sure of. Actually, I'm not sure about it at all, to be honest. I would rather the rubber on something like this. I think that would look so much more classy and so much more sporty to me. Before I go any further, what do you guys think of these new models? Is this what you expected? Is it not what you expected? Is it good? Is it bad? Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to have that conversation because, to be honest, guys, I'm pretty damn confused about what I think of these. I like a lot of it, and then I don't like some of it. I don't know. Now, this model is obviously a chrono, so it has all the bells and whistles that chronos normally do, but when we actually look at the dial of this watch, it kind of has like a matte blue texture, and it's absolutely stunning against the black and the red. The color combination they've used here is pretty bang on. I'm not gonna lie. They've definitely knocked it out of the park with their color, but I just didn't expect this model. Anyway, let's move on to the next model, which is my favorite, which is the new Pelagos FXD. Now, remember that both of these models are FXD models, so they actually have fixed bars within the case to thread your fabric strap through. Now, that's a really, really cool feature because not many watches have this. I mean, we saw it on one of the old Tudor Pelagos FXDs, but apart from that, nothing's really come out with this, and it was a huge hit in the watch community, so that's pretty damn cool. Now, you'll notice on these models that they actually kept all the snowflake hands, which I'm so excited about, because when they brought out the Black Bay 54 and they got rid of the snowflake hand for the Lollipop second hand, I just felt like they were missing a bit of their DNA. I wasn't too impressed with them doing that. I know a lot of people were, but I wasn't that keen on that. I prefer the snowflake hands, just like I have on the OG Tudor that I've got on at the moment. If you can't tell, I'm a Tudor fanboy. You probably can't tell. The new Tudor Pelagos FXD comes in at 42mm in diameter, and it has a black carbon composite case, again with a matte finish and Alinghi RedBull Racing logo engraved on the case back. That is the same case with the Chrono as well. The movement on this model is the manufacturer MT5602, and it's COSC certified, again, because Tudor are creating all these movements in-house now in their factory. It's pretty damn incredible. The power reserve is approximately 70 hours, and it has a titanium crown adorned with the Tudor shield in relief. It's waterproof to 200 meters, and it has a 60-minute bi-directional bezel in titanium with a matte black carbon composite insert. The dial is blue and kind of is in a matte sheen, the same as the Chrono, which looks great against that red. And then you have a flat sapphire crystal again, which is pretty damn incredible. The red kind of lining that this Tudor had is really, really stunning. There's a red lining on the fabric strap at the bottom. Then there's also a red Pelagos letters on the dial. And of course, the second hand. Tudor really know how to use their kind of secondary colors. When it comes to a primary color, use something dark. Use something that other people can adapt to. It's a bit like designing a room in your house. You want to design it a dark color and then put little drops of color around that you can remove if you're going to sell it, because you want it to look more general. Tudor have got this really nailed. I think that was a weird analogy. It kind of made sense in my head. Let me know if it makes sense to you guys. Now, the bracelet, or the fabric strap, again, is not my thing. I wish they'd used rubber. But when we look at these watches as a whole, they are sexy watches. And everything about them is designed to be lightweight. It's designed to collaborate with Alinghi Racing and RedBull Racing to be lightweight, to be durable, to be waterproof. And they look pretty damn cool. Now, I'm not going to go into any more detail because we want to get these watches in before we judge them. I'm not saying I like them. I'm not saying I do. I need to get them on the wrist before I say anything about them. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you could hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. Remember that we have our own Instagram, Chisholm Hunter Watches. We have our own shop. Head to chisholmhunter.co.uk if you want to shop any Tudor watches. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned, because we'll be back on this one pretty soon.